Welcome back, my mathematicians, and thank you for joining me for Math with Miss Carter. Very quickly today, before I start our math for today, I'm going to go over the answers for the math that you should have worked on your own. I've already taken my time to write the problems out that you should have done here. And our first problem is 78 plus 18. So today and yesterday, we're going to be regrouping. But the question is, when we're regrouping and our ones place adds up to a number that is more than 10, what do we do? What do we do? So Miss Simmons showed you guys how to do some regrouping yesterday when that happens. And she worked on a few problems with you guys. So we're going to go over those answers quickly for the ones that you should have done on your own. So when you're regrouping, remember that you always start with your ones place. And the ones place is the digit that is closest to the right side of your paper. So that for this first one, it would be these two eights. Now, we've been learning our doubles and we did our doubles wrap, and that's been in our spiral review a lot. So that's where this can help you, because we quickly should know that 8 plus 8 equals 16. That adds up to a number that is more than 10. But so then we have to think, which digit in 16 is in the ones place? Because we're adding up the one side. So which digit in the 16 is in the ones place? Right, that's 6. So we're going to take that 6 and we're going to write it down here. Uh-oh, my marker's not working. We're going to write it down here. And then what do we do with that 1? Right, we carry the 1. That's what's called carrying the 1 or regrouping. We add it over to right there in that tens place, because now we have another group of 10 and 6 ones left over. And then we just add it all up. 1 plus 7 equals 8, plus 1 more equals 9. So now we know that 78 plus 18 equals 96. We're going to do the same thing for the rest of these problems. 55 plus 47 is our next problem. And we're going to start in that ones place again. And 5 plus 7 equals, 12. So put the 2 down, because that's the digit in the ones place for that number, the number 12. Then carry the 1 to the other group, our tens place. Then we're going to add that all together. We know 5 plus 4 equals 9. And 9 plus 1 more is 10. Oh. So I've got a 10 in my tens place. But you should only have one number in each place, one digit in each place. So I'm going to put the 0 from my tens place next to here. And then I'm going to carry that 1 over. And now I'm in hundreds. So I have 100 and 0 tens, 2 ones. We're going to get into more of that. But for now, it's still just like writing that 10, okay? The next problem is 89 plus 6. And as you can see, there's nothing in the tens place for that 6. So we can leave it blank or we can draw 0. They both still mean nothing. So 9 plus 6 equals, I taught my son this. When you're working on your 9s, instead of trying to think really hard about it, add a 10 to that number and then take 1 away. So if I was going to do 9 plus 6, I would do 10 plus 6, which I know quickly is 16, and I take 1 away, which makes it 15. And 9 plus 6 equals 15. And you can check your math by putting your numbers in your head and counting on if you need to. Then we carry that 1, because we have 15, and that 5 is in the ones place, and we put that 1 over top of our tens place. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 0, still 9. So I'm going to bring my 9 down, and now I know 89 plus 6 equals 95. The last one from yesterday's work is 36 plus 37. 6 plus 7 is 13. So I'm going to quickly write a 3 and carry my 1 over. And remember, I told you guys that box is not going to always be there. So I did not draw the box on purpose this time. So then we have 1 plus 3 is 4. And 4 plus 3 more equals 7. So we bring our 7 down. And we have 73. 73. So for all of our problems today, our answers were 96, 102, 95, and 73. These are some really big numbers. I hope you're following along. We're going to practice some more today with the problems behind me. So remember, our question is, when we are regrouping and we have a number that adds up to more than 10 in our ones place, what happens? Okay? So let's work out some problems together, okay? Now, our first problem here is 79 plus 25. So I've got me a good marker here, and I'm just going to add up my numbers in my ones place. 9 plus 5. And remember, I told you a quick way to think about this is to say that's a 10. 10 plus 5, we know quickly is 15. Take away 1, and it makes 14. So 9 plus 5 is 14. You got it. So the number in our 14 that's in the ones place is the 4. So we're going to keep our ones all together. I'm going to put my number that's in the ones place, a 4. But I can't leave it incomplete. I've got to bring that 1 up there. Okay, so I can remember all of my 10s need to be added together because I got another group of 10s when I got 14. So now I have 7 plus 2, I know is what? Right, 9. But I've got this 1 up here, so I've got to add that 2. So 9 plus 1 more equals exactly 10. So now I'm thinking about this. I've got 2 digits again. That digit that's in that first place is going to be a 0. So I'm going to bring that down and then write my 10. It's just like I wrote 10 again. But now I know I have 104. 104. So I have no more 10s. I've now got 100, 0 10s, and 4 1s. If I wanted to write this in expanded form, I would write 100 and 4 1s. There are no 10s. See? It's a 0 there in my 10s place. Let's try the next one. 4 plus 8. What does that equal? Exactly, 12. So we're going to put the 2 here. And I can't leave that 2 by itself because it wasn't just a 2, it was a 12. So the number that's in the 10 space, I got to move it over. Put it right there. And I make it a little bit smaller because it's not always a lot of room at the top, but just big enough so I can still see it. And I don't forget to add it back in when I move over. So now I can just go 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 1 more equals 3. And I know that 14 plus 18 equals 32. If I wanted to write this in expanded form, I would look at each digit by itself and tell the value of that digit. This 3 is in the tens place, so it's like I have 30, right? So I could write 3 tens, 3 tens, and 2 ones, or I could write 30 plus 2, okay? This is the written form, I'm sorry, and this is expanded. So over here, this would be 100 plus 4. Look at that, even teachers make mistakes sometimes. 100 plus 4 for this, because we're saying what's in the first place, nothing's in the tens place. There. Let's try this one out. I have 56 plus 37. I'm going to start in my ones place again. 6 plus 7. There's a double that could help us figure this out. Who remembers it? Which double plus 1 could help us figure this out? If you know it, send me a video of you telling me. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say, what's 6 plus 7? Right, 13. So I'll put that 3 that's in the ones place there. And then I'm going to bring that 1 back over to my tens place. So it's still like I have 13. It's just in separate areas. 1's down here and 10's up here. Now let's add it all together. A 5 plus a 1 equals 6. And 6 plus 3 more? 9. 93 is our answer. So for this, I could say I have 9 tenths, 3 ones. Or if I think about the value of this 9, it's like I'm saying I have 90 plus 3. So this is written, this is expanded, and this is standard. We've covered all the ways to write it, okay? Now today, you guys have some more problems that you need to work on your own. You will still be working on your paragraphs, but you're also going to add up 45 plus 17, 36 plus 28, 82 plus 9, and 66 plus 15. Now remember, I wrote these problems out for you so you could see it. Remember when you're writing, try your best to line up the numbers, okay? Don't have something that's in the ones place underneath something else that's in the tens place. That's going to make it kind of confusing when you're adding it. You might not add the right numbers together. Make sure your ones are right on top of each other, your tens are right on top of each other, and when we get to hundreds, that they're right on top of each other, okay? That's going to help you when you're adding. If you need more help, please, please, please let me know. I'm going to start a little math group for friends that need a little bit more assistance. And it's never a bad thing to say you need more help. Keep working on your math and keep working on your paragraphs, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for checking in. Bye-bye.